Hi.
Welcome to our reaction of Nintendo Switch.
Wait, that's what it's called?
It's called the
No,
Nintendo
it's the Nicki Minaj Nintendo Switch.
Switch.
Oh, dude.
It's the Minaj.
As the Minaj
It's
Switch.
the
The
Minaj
Minaj
Nintendo Nikki Switch.
Oh God, whoa!
Wait. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Three.
All right.
Oh, dude,
So this is the beginning of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, the new Zelda,
The new Zelda.
which I'm hyped for.
Hype.
Hype, hype, hype.
Oh,
Always looking good. Always looking good. It's not the best quality video.
Was that
What?
dog barking in his face?
Yeah.
Like right here.
Look, it's like a fucking controller.
I like the
What?
song. Oh, I've seen the prototype version of this. I like the
I
way
didn't
it
think
looks
that
a
was-
lot better
yeah.
now.
I really like it. Like the way they're advertised.
Oh, watch, but it only gets better.
Ooh.
Cartridges.
So it is like a DS. So it's gonna be basically like a newer DS.
No, it's gonna be DS and console. It's all one now. They've gotten rid of,
It's a 5-in-1 system.
Sky.
Sky.
Look.
Yeah, it's just Sky.
It's Skyrim. Look at that Pro controller, bro.
I really like the design of the controller, honestly.
Look at that.
Ooh,
Wait, what?
Mario Kart.
It's-
Was that the old one or
no, it's new. Look.
it's the new Mario
Yeah,
Kart?
it has two. They have two things, at least as far as I know.
Is it 9 now? Yeah. So Mario Kart 9 or
Looks like it.
You want me, bruh?
Look, they have like ad hoc. So like, if you're hanging out hanging out together, you guys can play versus each other.
I haven't heard the term ad hoc in like 10 years.
New Mario.
Is that like a Mexican village theme?
Kinda.
It's like a cowboy village. I've never seen a Splatoon like competition like this. There might have been one in Japan, but first reactions towards this. I personally think it's a really cool premise. Nintendo's kind of getting rid of. They have another year of 3DS left, but this is pretty much their console.
Whoa,
and
it's the
handheld.
FNAF fan. Whoa, Easter eggs. Confirmed FNAF Nintendo game.
So it's a really cool premise. I like the idea. It's kind of funny how his dog's barking at him. He takes his dog out to the park just to bring this again. He doesn't give a flying.
Flying.
Comical. I really like it. It like, especially if you can actually use the same cartridges as the 3DS or the new 3DS ones.
No. These games have to be at least 60 gigs, at least. They have to be.
No, yeah, but I mean, like,
load up like Skyrim. I don't think it will use the same
The
cartridges.
graphics aren't.
No, I mean,
the
like,
graphics aren't too bad. Too,
Yeah, like,
for
what-
Skyrim.
What I'm saying is, like, it would suck if they don't have the capabilities, like, say, like, this is your only console and you don't want to buy the new DS. It's like, so what do you do with all the other games? Like, can you play them on this console? Is the thing.
I don't think so. I think it's a totally different thing.
I think they'll be missing a market because, like, hey, get this new console and you don't have to let go of your older games, kind of thing.
Well, Nintendo hasn't shied away from doing that a bunch of times for you
Yeah.
rebuying stuff like in N64 and then like
To the GameCube.
yeah,
and
to
then,
everything. They want you to rebuy everything. So
Yeah.
I think this is a whole different venture.
but I was like, if you think about it from, like, even from the, like, GameCube to the Wii, you could always play GameCube games, and you even had the ports for the GameCube controllers when you wanted to play them. So I think it's not going to be like something where, like, they're not going to think about it as like, yeah, let's just add the functionality to it, which I think they will. If they're using that same kind of almost size cartridge, I think they might.
Yeah, I think it's like this what they're trying to revive is this cooperative nature, this portable nature that is now it's Switch, not NX anymore. So this part, she gives her like half of the controller, and then she turns it around and they use it like that.
It's like a Wiimote.
That's pretty much like a Wiimote. Like that's how they get there. But I don't understand. I think it's weird. Like there's two bumpers. There's one bumper right there, and then one bumper on the back, right? but then when you turn it around, is there 2 more bumpers right there? Like, how do you do you just play it like that? I guess. I think. I mean, like they're taking a lot of stripe from like the original Wii, and trying to make this as accessible as possible to a broader market. And surprisingly, you don't see any kids or any families. This is all pretty much teenager to like young adult base. They're really promoting it to that.
And I think they're trying to not necessarily like completely change, but like just to change their demographic a little bit, because the Wii was like really catered to like the young kids.
Yeah, the young kids.
So that's where they like lost a lot of fans technically. I mean, like teenagers and like higher still got it, but like on their advertisements it was really mainly just kids.
Yeah, it was like mainly like this family kind of thing where you're like, you can all get together and be active together kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, it's mainly.
One thing I like about the Nintendo consoles, because I mean, obviously there was like, when the Wii U was like announced, it was a hit or miss depending on who you asked. Like some people either loved it, or other people like hated it, or just thought it was lame. But one thing I do like about how they progress their systems is they're actually like upgrading it. And what I mean by that is because like if you like the Xbox 360, Xbox One, and the PS3, 4, whatever, it's really they're just like upgrading their parts.
Yes.
It's like nothing re-innovating. Like for the Wii, the Nintendo systems, like they're truly upgrading it.
Yeah.
Like it started off with motion control for the Wii, and then now it's like a screen with the motion control with the Wii U, and then now it's like they just keep truly upgrading it, which I love about the Wii, the Nintendo systems.
Yeah. They're really changing it up. Like, minus I guess a little bit of the Wii to Wii U. That was probably the most like
gap,
the most connected that two
meant.
consoles have ever been. But like this is like on its own. They're really
they just like took the Wii U like pad idea and then like one-upped it.
Yeah. What I'm more worried about is battery life. Like since it's like showing like, hey, you can take this anywhere. Is this going to be like something like more like on the DS where like it lasts a couple of days sometimes, or it just like?
I feel like the screen is like the major thing that's gonna drain the battery. And I if they would have to get a great sweet
that's
spot.
totally like South American. That's super cool in a Mario game.
Yeah, this is definitely like a new Super Mario World kind of thing. That's so dope. Like I'm excited to see. There's a lot of I know a lot of they have a lot of publishers on with them actually about. See, like, is that? Look, hold on. Is that like she has shoulder buttons when like they flip it to the side? So like,
when
how
you
many
flip
shoulder buttons?
When
do
you flip
fucking
it to the side, it transmorphs.
But yeah, no, like I just think, yeah, like they have a plus and minus button. So
by the way, I really love that. I don't know how it feels, but just from looking, the Pro Controller design looks a lot fresher.
It looks a lot like the Xbox One controller.
I'm not the biggest fan of like the current Pro Controller. It kind of feels like
felt weird. Felt like
not real, as in like it just feels like plastic and like there's nothing really to it.
And this one
it's like a bit bulky. I don't know how to describe it, but it just feels not right.
Yeah, it like when you play, especially when you play like on Smash or something, you just kind of like it's I think it's the thumbsticks or something.
GameCube controller for life. With new systems for Nintendo, I'm always excited about the new their new flagship games like the new Zelda, new Mario Kart, new Mario World,
Mario Party.
I'm always hyped for that.
Yeah,
actually, now I'm really interested. Now that you bring up Mario Party, like this.
I want to say I'm excited for the next Mario Party, but the last one was a pretty big disappointment for me.
Oh yeah, Mario Party.
Bringing back the point of what I said about really catering to kids, because it just was super dumbed down.
They wanted everybody to work together to beat Bowser, which that's not about Mario Party.
It was a cool design, but like after like 2 games, I was already done with it.
Yeah, Like I'm okay. I don't like Bowser. Bowser was
It was
cool
like-
one game, and then you're
Like all the mini games, it was like Dora the Explorer type things. It was just so
Yeah.
dumbed down. Like I remember from the earlier Mario parties, like they actually felt like challenges, and then like you would get into these big rival competitions with your friends.
Anyways, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. You guys heard our reaction. Now, let us know how you guys feel about this. All right, we're Luminary TV, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Yes. What an outro.
Bye.